All right, guys, we're back with the GMC Savanah 3500. But before I get this video started, I just want to say thank you for the 100 subscribers. We just hit that either last week or early this week. And I just want to thank you guys for watching some of our, basic repair videos and just hanging out with us. So we have a GMC Savanah 3500 box truck in here. The typical issue with these are the throttle positioning sensor, which tend to go bad. It reared its ugly head when I was driving it down the road because one of the maintenance guys said there was an issue with it. Didn't give me any details. I run through a bunch of stuff, found a few loose ground wires, nothing crazy. Went to go deliver it back because I thought I had it fixed, and it finally faulted out. It said engine reduced power, fix throttle or repair throttle, and then it would just die. And it said starting disabled. So waited a couple minutes and it started back up, and it did it a couple more times. Well, pulled the codes. Typically it was, there was a few O2 sensor codes on there, but unfortunately some jerk cut the catalytic converter off and we had to repair it. We weren't going to spend another $1,000 or so putting a new catalytic converter on it, so we basically straight piped it. So I had those codes, but I also had a throttle position code. I can't remember the name of or the number of the code. It was P20 something. But I know with these particular vehicles, throttle positioning sensor is a very common problem. So I'm going to show you guys just a very, very easy way to repair it. I've already got the parts here, so we're going to start tearing stuff down. All right, let's go. All right, hopefully you guys can see that, but that plug is what we're going after, and the little black piece to the right that's actually attached to the side of the throttle body. That's the throttle positioning sensor. So, easiest way is to go ahead and get the air filter housing out of the way, unplug the MAF sensor, take the tubing off, and get all that stuff out of the way. Then we should be able to just get right to the throttle body. So let's start there with these two 10mm bolts, and just go ahead and take this piece off. Here we got a couple clamps here and here. And then don't forget to unplug that because you don't want to rip that out. All right, so let's get after it. All right, as you can see, got all that stuff out of the way. It literally took, just a matter of just a couple screws, loosening up two clamps, pulling it off from two pieces, unclipping your MAF sensor, and we're ready to get. So this is what we're after right here. And it's held on by these little clips right here. And all you got to do is be careful not to lose them, but the new kit, I just went to the parts store. Part number is TH445, about $41.50, something like that. So all we have to do is unplug the connector in there, and then take a flat tip screwdriver and pop these silver clips off. Just put your thumb on it and then take a small screwdriver and pop them off. But there's some all the way around. Let's get this plug undone right there first, and then we'll get after these small clips. I believe there's 5 of them all the way around. But once you get these main 3, you should be able to just kind of push it back and grab the clips on the back side. There's one right here on the top back side. There's one on the top here, and there on the bottom, and then one on the other side right there. So let's get the plug undone, and then we'll start taking off those metal clips. Cool? Let's go. Okay, that took a little bit longer because, to be honest with you, it is a pain in the butt. Let's look at the cap here, and I'll show you. This is the new one, and as you can tell, there are 6 clips. So one here, right there, right there, right there, and right there. These 2 back ones, so this would be just like this. So this one and this one right here are the biggest pain in the butt. But again, it only took me about 5 minutes to pop the clips off. Just used a short little screwdriver to pry them out, and we're good to go. So let's go ahead and, as you guys get dizzy, go ahead and pop this off. Nice and easy, just pull it back. That's it. All right, we're gonna leave all of that stuff. There's a plastic gear and all that other stuff. We're gonna leave all of that because this is the part that we're looking at. So this is the part that typically fails. So we're not going to mess with any of that. We're not going to mess with any of the gears or anything because that's all electronic. What we want is this right here. And to be honest with you, as I'm looking at it, it looks like it's been replaced before. It is not a standard AC Delco or Chevy part. So we're going to have to, that's probably why it failed. So PREH. It's just a standard replacement, nothing fancy. So let's slap it back on put our 6 clips on, just snap them in, they just snap into place, nothing crazy, and then put everything back together. Let's do it. I almost forgot. Do not forget to take the gasket out of the old one and put it in the new one. Don't forget that, right? Because that'll cause moisture to get into the system. Side note number 2. See this right here? You may have to clock that or spin that in order to get it to sit flat. Because, let me see. There's this little silver knob, which basically is an extension of the butterfly valve. And this is pretty much sitting, I can feel a flat spot there. It's pretty much sitting horizontal. So I want that guy to match up. Don't just cram it on, because that won't do you or anybody else any good. So you might have to clock this a little bit and then just put it on. But don't mess with anything on this side. It's all adjustable right here. So what we'll do is we'll put that a little bit more flat and try to fit it on. And there we go, she's on there. Now I'm just going to put my clips on. Again, once I clocked that, it was no big deal. So we do the 6 clips all the way around, grab our plug it in, and then we put our 2 pieces of airbox in, and the job's done. It literally shouldn't take much more than 10-15 minutes at most. So let's get everything wrapped up. Again, I'm not going to show you guys that. It's fairly simple, straightforward. Get our 6 clips on, put our clip back on, put our boot here, plug in our recirc, airbox, job done. Let it idle and see if it still continues to mess up. All right, all back together. Again, it only took a couple minutes to put it all back together. Now let's fire it up and let it idle and see if it faults out. So I'm not going to show you that. Obviously, you guys know how the idles. So yeah, anyway. All right, vehicle's been idling for about 10 minutes, hasn't faulted out yet. So what we're going to do is a test drive, but I'm fairly certain I fixed the issue. So send it on to you guys. Again, I appreciate the 100 subscribers. Looking forward to 1,000. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.